the front door, and here we go, on towards the A site. TSM looking to possibly contest just from the high ground, but the Nebula is in the way, and yep, Sim just wanted to go feel things out, and he gets punished for it, but brawk will still get the plant.
Yeah, that's a really great opening frag for TSM because that was such a methodical take from Moist. Again, they're known for that slower, just grabby play style, and they did such a great job getting on site, but then just threw one away there, checking drop position. That gives TSM space to get into site. brawk, though, fights back with that on Tukamon.
On the right click connects just before he decides to go to the reload, so 7 also drops, now leaving TSM down to 3. Smokes will start to dissipate. brawk's still on the corner. He's got good help nearby, but a little bit of a edge through the wall. Allows Nature a chance to get a pretty free kill. Corey trying to zone forward as Kanpeki starts for the defuse. Gravity Well will push him off. Corey now taking away the angle, and more so. How about this? And Corey's double turns the tides as Kanpeki will finish the defuse for the first round. Zay, where Proto has gotten his way on towards Zay for potentially a chance to catch them by surprise.
Very much so. Corey and 7 of those swinging together, getting the kill onto brawk, and so now they have the lay of the land. They don't know about a Proto. Almost lines them up. That could have been very scary, but Corey able to pull that one through, and so now everything starts to settle back into place if you're TSM.
Flyuh will collect the spike and get a quick plant, and Sim is going to try to zone a bit forward. Not a lot of health here, though, and with the Sheriff, he's essentially got to just find one. If he gets more than that, that would be unbelievable. Guiding Light washes right at him. Main shells as well, but the prediction, 7 locks it in, no worries. Down low, Flyuh can only do so much. Corey walking in towards C. Again, his utility can completely shut this down in combination of the Nano Swarms, which do get triggered early on. Sim just tries to dash right through it, not going to work out. Guiding Light just as a consolation prize as Moist Moguls are thwarted on their initial attempt towards C.
Yeah, again, Sim known for having a very high first kill per round success rate. He's kind of in that new class of duelist and challengers. Same with Oxia on G2 that have been really lighting up the kill feeds, but he gets caught there. Flyuh, though, gets the follow-up, but a great angle from Nature to respond, keeping his team out in front.
Oh, Nature just changes it up again now on 3 kills. Give him 4 off the reload. Could he possibly get the ace? It's Thief on the corner. Shots are good. Bye. You've got 7 up top trying to watch across, but he's going to be limited in what he can see. And Nebula will make that even harder, but he still gets the kill before the Nebula expands. And with that, numbers for TSM as Moist Mogul get the plant.
Yeah, again, good work from Moist to, methodically work their way into the site to get the plant, but now it's about that firepower disadvantage that they have to worry about. They've already lost 1 member as well. Kanpeki doing a great job using the Trailblazer, clearing out some of these tricky close corners to give his team some space. Turret now down. And so now TSM can start the work.
Retake on the way. Nanostorm still in play. Showstopper's out. And brawk will be absolutely destroyed, but Aquamon following up on top of this is the real difference maker here because Moist Moguls are still fighting through this. Sheriffs are connecting. Thief really needed to get a connection there into 7. Time becoming a problem here, and actually the Gravity Well is going to stop them from getting the defuse off. How about this delay of game here for Moist Moguls as they will delay long enough as Corey is nearby. Seekers will be sent out, Paranoia through. Lamond will take care of the Seeker intended for him.
30 seconds left.
But that's more space given. Look how far forward Proto's gotten. I mean, he is in the defensive spawn and now is cutting off the rotation as the kills turn up to Moist Mogul very easily, just leaving Corey on site by himself. Spike making its way on. Corey would have to do something unbelievable here if there was ever a chance for TSM to hold the round. Nature trying to cross in, and Corey does show some heroics. 2 kills in the mix. brawk able to get the plant off, but Corey slipped in towards doorway. Nature caught just outside a tree, but Nature's finding kills. brawk will eventually get the trade, leading it to a 1v1. Flash will reveal. Corey was affected. brawk's got some information here. Paint shells deep. Corey may not know how close he is.
They certainly pack their own punch as far as weaponry and alts go, and we are going to see an early skirmish here today.
Last back across. Guiding Light is also in for the offense, and oh, what a little bit of assistance that was from Kanpeki. Corey was in a little bit of trouble from that low-high position. TSM, who are now stuck at rubble. Lockdown is going to be placed, but brawk will still commit to the plant. How do they exit? It'll be largely through mid, and a counter lockdown is now spent. And at a certain point, Nature's got to bail out of this Viper's Pit. Now that he starts to make this move, they don't expect that Flyuh escaped the defensive lockdown from in front, so we're getting dual lockdowns and now a defensive post-plant Viper's Pit in play. Showstopper out again for Corey, doesn't quite connect. And how do you find kills here if you're TSM? Moist Moguls are all over this site, but finding Flyuh is a big pick. Viper's Pit now down. Corey trying to zone forward. Flashed out. 7 on for the defuse. Pulled off it very rapidly as Brawk gets 2. Time once again becoming a problem as Brawk starts to take over. Classic now in hand.
Very low HP. He can get some help from Kanpeki on the regrowth, but is going to forfeit a control here to Moist, who again have kind of worked themselves partly in for free, but do take a little bit of damage there. But they still have so much utility to disrupt defuses now. Same as last time.
Yep. Sim watching the corner. Paranoia does not land. Oh, Sim actually dashes into the play. I don't think that was the intention, but yeah, now all of a sudden, TSM have a little bit of an advantage working through the forfeited operator, but Flyuh on the corner. Flyuh is going to get 3 off the cross and then turns behind.
That's C open for business.
Yep. Wide open sight. Spike not quite in yet. Brawk was still navigating with a Trailblazer, but now that he's on, that should be a pretty rapid plant, and I just don't know what you do here if you're TSM. There's a sentry turret in the way of the 2 flankers from behind. 3 flankers, pardon me, from behind there that stacked up. And you've got Kanpeki just kind of waiting from the front side of the C defense. Thief trying to put together a response, but goodness, Nature shots with the Sheriff continue to impress. Thief down, that should be a rifle collected. Guamon will wield it.
Oh, Kanpeki's timing here.
Yeah, this timing could work out great. Flash will give away a little bit of it, but still connects. Also got a read on Brock's barrel. Second Flash is in the mix. Actually kind of flashes himself. Trailblazer up and in. Sim up top has changed the angle completely, but TSM are still fighting their way back into this. Just down to Flyuh for the 1v3. On the corner, deals with 1, and the second, and give him all 3! First time we'll see Moist Moguls kind of forfeit any play towards A, largely thanks to Corey using a lot of his utility to gain it, but once more, Flyuh with the pop-offs earns himself a second Viper's Pit in like 4 rounds. So now TSM have a new problem to navigate. Seekers will be used to try to dissect this Viper's Pit just a touch. But Moist Moguls happy to just kind of stay back behind that little bit of screening. And TSM just have to find a way to clear. Again, no paint shells, no boom bot. Seven's gonna toggle for the defuse. Team shots through the green mist, the pit, connect onto Brawk for a first blood. And more still to follow. This is just blind fire through the Viper's Pit, and it's worked out great, leaving now Thief by himself. He gets 2. Third on the...
Through this link area onto B site, bypassing the Viper's Pit, and they get the entry.
It's just great isolation from Moist Moguls. Kanpeki with the Stinger does find his way on for 1 trade. Kind of restricts the numbers here for Moist Moguls, but look at the focus. I mean, Guamon, he is going to stick to this from the shadows, trying to play in pillar, but the focus of the spike is back towards A. And now 7 all of a sudden has lost all of his utility.
30 seconds left.
He's on a bit of an island by himself.
And Thief knows.
Brawk's gonna get this, and yeah, absolutely. How about that for another isolation? Now numbers for Moist Mogul in the post plant.
Yeah, Thief heard Guamon complete that ult, so he was flanking them the entire time. And the bouncing back and forth between B and A through the link, bypassing the Viper's Pit, creating that multi-pronged pressure.
Wow.
Again,
now Sim controls the angle with an operator, and he wants more. Oh my, that was greedy. And TSM will punish. So now 4v2. Showstopper out for Corey, up and over, trying to make a play in. Brawk only good for the first, leaving Proto now to himself. But if there was ever a player you want, it's Proto. 1v3, first one he should get for free. Follow up top.
There as well as the poison orb being up. TSM though do have a way into now defender spawn, and 7's got an entry on the side itself. And so TSM starting to roll this one back their way.
Proto just trying to cause some mischief here from on top of the site. Right click not going to quite be there. 7 just catches him completely off guard. Nature just below rope, also assisted. And as Brawk is low, so are the rest of his teammates. Spike gets planted, 4v3 to TSM on the post plant. Over the top button, Brawk just did not expect Nature to still be standing there. Thief with a bounce back kill though, takes us to a 3v2. Kanpeki, oh my goodness, turned away by Thief. Now a 2v2. And TSM are all playing inside a door. Sim's gonna toggle, this is gonna force a peek out. Sim for 1v1 now with Corey on the shoulder. Corey still holding, it's a classic versus a Sheriff. Has to swap the weapons around. Oh my goodness, it's madness. Sim gets the kill with enough time for the defuse. What are we watching?
I don't know, man, that was a wild ride of a round. I mean,
with Guardian to support are looking to go rapidly right on into A. Proto forced away, Paranoia and Paint Shells keep him kind of pinned up inside the site, and TSM's little gut check call working out for now, but Flyuh lines up 2, a little collab action. 7 finds the trade, but again, we've got a tight one here, 2v2 situation, Spike not planted yet.
Oh, Brawk able to escape as well there. That's huge. Knows where 7 is, but 7 looking to move forward. D still holding top side. It's all going to come down to individual battles, and D has a headshot angle there on the Kanpeki, and he'll finish it off on his own. The marksman. What's man? It's that synergy. Speaking of synergy.
Yeah. Okay, Nature gets one in the mix, but largely this has been well read and well dissected by Moist Moguls. Corey, last one left with 4 HP.
Yeah, he's not loving this. The opposite, really. If TSM swing it, are going to be crazy. Oh, wow.
Yeah. There was a moment in there where you mentioned Brock's first flash. He was holding on to a second one. I thought he was going to flash over the top of the box and get a peek, but they just dry peek, walk in, and all 3 members will drop.
I think they thought they were going to catch Nature solo and didn't realize that there were 2 other members that were hidden in the shadows ready to swing off of them. So a little bit of a misread there. And TSM, I mean, we talked.
Does see 1. That's Proto on the corner. Alarm bot will also be used, and now the Odin starts to sing a bit of a song for Brawk through the cross. Doesn't really quite connect on anything, though, but TSM are going to try to push through the crack in the door and make a play over. Paranoid doesn't actually land. Now all of a sudden, Brawk can just hold down the trigger, and TSM are stuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's, again, Sin's able to get this forward angle on C, and it's allowing them to have more resources ready for the A attack or the B bounce back, which is kind of often what happens for attacking teams. It's like when things don't go right at A, let's try to go B, but it just has not worked out at all. Boys have all the angles covered and all the frags going their way, except for that one from Kanpeki. But that's not going to be enough. Diffuse comes through, map point for Moist.
Earlier here, because he's very regularly saving paint shells and boombots for post-plant situations. Flashes out. Deep is looking to go aggressive. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Corey very aware there could be more over the top, and what a difficult set of gunfights this is, but Corey gets all 3. Snakebite will push him back just a touch, but the paint shells will clear the archway. Now TSM holds significant numbers in early 4v2.
So that's not really what I meant, but man, does that work too, right? When Moist success rate on the C push has been null. It hasn't really worked out for them when they try to commit heavy numbers there. So I imagine they'll probably get away from that next round. But in the meantime, TSM will bask in the glory of what just took place. 4v2 situation with the spike going down here at A, but oh, Flyuh making it more possible now.
1 enemy remaining.
Abaguama just completely blindsides him.
I knew he could hold his angle with the operator. Didn't quite get the frag, but did do some damage and got a read. But look at this. TSM moving quick, clearing out everything. Flyuh is doomed.
Well,
is he not going to shoot it there? I'm shocked you wouldn't shoot it there just to clear it.
And now all of a sudden, Flyuh's got the angle. Oh boy. Trailblazers in, but you already got the information. Paint shells make life a little bit difficult, but still alive. And how about Flyuh for 3? Triple in the round. Brawk now into sight. And that may be all that they said about Lotus, and sure it is. Wow. Maybe a small miscue, but regardless, Flyuh takes advantage of it. And Moist Moguls strike first in the best of 3. 13-7 here with the Sheets flawless.
He's got a couple of teammates helping him out.
Flyuh's gonna have to kind of forfeit the majority of the side, although he actually stays safe from the nanostorm over the top of this, so he can still hold on towards this dugout area.
That's a lot of harbor utility spent for no spike plan.
Yeah, I was just about to say the spike's not down yet. This is going to expand and then fade away pretty quickly. Brawk is here to try to watch the exit. Nature has to hold on to his position right as soon as the spike is planted. And there's the ping saying, yeah, he's still here. Trade still coming through. 3v3 now in the pistol. Kanpeki working along the back. Proto actually gets a kill by the sentry turret. Flyuh follows up with a more traditional elimination. Now Kanpeki's by himself. First tag decent, but doesn't get the kill. Trying for the wall bang, and he will eventually take care of Sim. Flyuh hopping on for the same thing. Kanpeki flashing his way in, halfway held. Flyuh steps away, and the right click connects. How about that for the pistol win for Moist Moguls?
The poke.
Yeah, I'll say.
Try to keep people in place.
Oh, and then the re-aggression coming out. Brawk. Oh my goodness. Corey's able to connect onto 1, but the spike is down. Corey's kind of stuck here at long. 7's not even a part of the picture yet. You have 43 seconds on the clock, and Brawk has single-handedly turned this round very favorably to Moist Moguls. But again, this is what Corey can do with the Marshall. He does put together a response. This round is still doable, although very much so hard-pressed in a 2v3.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, and they can't even hold to make sure he hasn't picked up the spike and left, and so that means that Thief has to be a little bit careful about how much he rotates. Turret's gonna come out here. They'll detect both.
Yeah. Gonna hold it at the front door. There's the utility coming for the Killjoy. First pistol shot's not going to quite land. brawk in trouble. He's being chased down, and the kills for TSM are super clean, leaving Flyuh now on the long flank, which he's going to catch one for free, but there's really, you would think, no possible way he breaks through this with the Guardian unless he gets offered some tap-away headshots, and we'll look at the stack.
Other areas are going to be vulnerable that TSM can read into, so TSM, though, wasting no time, pedal to the metal here on A site.
7 gets down to 1 HP. He actually gets finished off by the Nano Swarm. Good paint shells to start that engagement. Now Sim on the backside as we go pinstriping the kill feed back and forth. The trades favoring Moist. Nature, the last one left, to 1v3. He's done it before, but this is a very different set of circumstances. Hit by the Trailblazer. No
link area with the Killjoy and the Viper. They're also rotating defensive spawn here with their Sky and Raze. Now they just have to wait.
Yep.
This is kind of like a lockdown, basically.
So the spike will go down. And the thing about this is that this isn't just a lockdown. They also have a lockdown. So
that is true. They do indeed have that.
So now the zone of control becomes super convincing. And Moist Moguls, I mean, this is one of those situations right here where it's how do you even break back onto site? There's not going to be a lot of time remaining even to get this defuse. TSM are setting up their post plant all through Long B. Really, with the exception of Nature, who has been actually concussed out by the Nova Pulse. This could be a free kill, sure is. Viper's pit out, but Corey over the top has the knives for 2. Not going to be able to quite get the 3rd, but the follow-up for TSM is solid. Thief on, trying to hold for the defuse, and hold on, he nearly gets it to about 3/4 of the way done. brawk not going to have time to finish it off, and TSM will get through the round.
Oh, man, he
open here. Come on, TSM looking to try to challenge it off timing. Paint shells is out, and they are going to force them right into the waiting arm of Thief, who gets a collab headshot with the Sheriff. Seekers were also out, but Proto slips through. Shot's not quite clean, though. Kanpeki is able to put together at least some sort of a response, but TSM are now kind of stuck inside a mid-connector. The Seekers reading this the entire way through.
Dude, that didn't even think about that spam. Never thought about it. Just never even crossed my mind, but definitely there was an opportunity there to be had for brawk.
Sense of security here for TSM as they walk into a wide open A site. Nature's still second guessing, and technically speaking, if you can get a plant off and hold this through yellow, maybe, but you have to clean out. Kanpeki, the Trailblazer doesn't see it. Kanpeki's gonna have a chance here. And he's gonna have help from Nature at range. If they could get these two without getting traded, that could be huge. Flash out, Kanpeki for the first. Nature gets the second. Now from a 2v4 to a 2v2. Cosmic Divide is out for the defense. Forcing Nature to step in! Nature gets both! And fire. But it doesn't quite work out. Thief at least takes care of a long lurk over towards A, but all the focus goes on toward the B site. Flyuh kind of stuck behind the high tide. Maybe a bit of safety, as there's also, I think, a cove right in front of him as well.
Yeah, Flyuh was able to use it to get the heck out of there.
Yeah.
Spike is going to go down with the cove being dropped. It's a 4-on-4.
Spike planted.
I suggest you move.
That's a deep reckoning.
Yeah, it is. Now water dancers, they all become. Fades away. Moist Mogul still a chance to try to retest. As TSM are double stacked that long. No one is actually really watching on this cross and the drop. And that's going to be good for a nice solid set of trades here for Moist. 3v2. Toxic screen still up. Sim not actually on for the defuse though. Kanpeki trying to transfer, not going to happen. And it's Sim and Thief who get the final 2 kills. Moist for the retake.
Bro, what Sim just did was nasty. Buy time with that snake bite. Oh, he's gonna go all the way across. Trailblazer
Bold.
Kills that idea though. Oh my.
Command does take a lot of damage here. Sim able to get one. Proto on the quick test here. This is actually contesting the spike altogether, but Command now with the rifle almost.
Against TSM on their full buy here.
Gravity Well keeps this
That's
offense
tough.
stuck. Yeah, sure is. Now Sim thinks he can maybe even get more off with the showstopper being pulled. That will just back away TSM completely. But yeah, that opening absolutely tough. Say
Because
the
TSM,
least.
you could tell that they were planning much more with that cascade.
Yeah.
And then Sim just busted open. That was a huge play by him.
Good grab, well placement. Now Flyuh, the sole defender at the moment, over towards B. Once more, sprayed down through the toxic screen. High Tide is out, trying to get the offense further on, but Brawk is contesting back halls. Seekers are out. Flash will be used while Brawk steps away, and well, and meanwhile, mid-map, Kanpeki will get into the mix, and that's going to be enough for TSM to actually kind of win over the site. But Thief wants to again challenge this early 1v2 situation, knows where the first is, has an idea on the second, just comes to the timing, tries to hold it, but Seven takes the quick repeak. Paint shells don't fully connect, actually, so this will force Moist Moguls all the way back. High Tide will block out Flowers. Knives still in. And even further, the Cosmic Divide will further create problems for Moist's defense. Into the Cove, Corey stays alive. A chance to use this as maybe a little bit of a pixel peek. The defense is working their way on, and on top, Sim's able to get in, finding one into nature. With the Nanostorm, the alarm bot, the chase down looking good. Sim, the only one collecting eliminations. And he finds himself in a very difficult 1v3. He does have 7 down to 1 HP, but Corey's knives will
Bond to a play as it comes in.
There's the Seekers. Corey just trying to float and see what he can grab over the top, and how about it? Flyuh gets out of his pit completely, and it works out great for 2. What a call that is. Brawk follows up behind Nature, shut down the shoulder. Eventually allows Proto to...
Scout destroyed.
Again, the High Tide will be given away for free. Go down. Nature gonna get the plant as Kanpeki tries to step forward to meet this player on the B link. That's a great isolation from TSM. So Flyuh is shut down. Now you have to use the showstopper just to gain any sort of footing, you would think, on towards site, unless they try to dissect this with the Cosmic Divide first. Lockdown comes in. TSM still, though, with threats through mid and at B long. Cosmic Divide will further separate, and as Corey drops, now Moist Moguls can move. Reckoning trying to put together a response. Showstopper out. Sim trying to push through, but oh, he actually snaps! Based on our look, it looked like Nature caught him by surprise, but no, the kills go back and forth. Time becoming a problem. You have to stick for a defuse. Brawk has to hold this. And here comes the peek from TSM. And it will be good for the kill. And I get around and try to block out these 3 members in towards long. The gravity well trying to pull someone into position. And how about 7 on the cross? That is a great re-exit back in towards the site. Thief with the pinch, though, does allow Moist Moguls to out-trade. 7 still stuck on site at the moment, and he gets absolutely taken care of. Isolation works out for Moist Moguls with the plant.
Again, man, what do we say? Moist and methodical, synonymous words at this point. Just the timing of how they pinch the site, how they put...
Look around the corner, but Moist Moguls will have a little bit more certainty now that there is nobody nearby. Cascade trying to, interestingly, move its way through B-Link. 7 does get first blood from topside bridge. That will help out TSM's defense, but it doesn't contest long enough for Brawk to be dissuaded from planting. So now you've got a post plant that's going to live on the site here. TSM's looking to throw 2 from the flank, and if Sim gets this pick onto Gamond, TSM are going to be in trouble.
Oh, this is big. Sim looking to cut off Nature instead. And they have to do this because they don't know about the flank. This is so big to help alleviate that pressure. Aproto actually kills one of the flankers.
And 7's now trapped at low HP. Brawk down low. Gonna get help from Flyuh. It's all down to Kanpeki. 1v. Sim will be 1 kill away from a showstopper with the orb collected early. Quick hit here from Moist Moguls, and they fly right into 7. Now the showstopper is earned. Nova Pulse trying to clear out the B link, and Sim is not done. 3 for him in the round. Paint shells to confirm the angle as the spike gets planted, and TSM's hopes of a thrifty have largely gone out the window.
Yeah. Man, we talked about it before the game started. Sim, number 2 in first kills per round, number 4 ACS, number 4 ADR, number 6 kills per round. And he is living up now with their own here. Trailblazer are going to lead away into sight. Showstopper comes out. Sim goes in. This time he changes his route, and he gets caught for it, but he still gets the frag off on his way to the grave. So, I mean, not too shabby.
It's just another one of those showstoppers I thought he wasn't going to get off. And somehow still does. Defensive lockdown is, but oh boy, this post-plant Viper's Pit is going to encompass the spike. Cosmic Divide out for the defenders. TSM moving rapidly, and they want to clear the front side of this Viper's Pit quickly. Nanostorm will deter any early play for the quick defuse. The Moguls have to find a way to still break through this. And 7 just kind of gives away the free kill. Now the flash is in. Kanpeki denies the re-entry, though. 3v3. Seekers are earned, and they immediately get called in, but Flyuh holding on to his own. The Trailblazer surely sees this. Yeah, I think Kanpeki is also seen by this. Flashes out, and oh boy, it's a gamble. 3. And paint shells will clear out a lot of this backspace. Nature's also still holding on site here, and as he gets one, maybe there's a follow-up chance, but no. Sim back hauls, finds the secured trade. Back and forth we go, leaving now Guamon by himself for a 1v3. Bulldog in hand. First shots are good. Second one, down low, similar angle. As Flyuh continues to try to press. And oh my, Guamon, oh, near. Oh, Kanpeki gets one, but Corey's stuck. Snakebite able to help confirm that elimination. Boombot forward, and most Moguls, they can feel it.
Oh, just
Sim
misses,
not,
but it
oh,
doesn't
Sim
matter.
doesn't quite get over the top. Oh, it doesn't matter like you mentioned. Oh no. Now Sim in back hauls, Guamon nearby. Not looking good here, Dust. Need the kills to come through. Surely he doesn't do it with the shorty. But it's brawk who gets the kill, and a 2-0 with some convincing results here for Moist Mogul.